Hello, hi, namaskar. I am Jagat Mada. Most welcome to our online class and YouTube channel of Vishwakarma Competitive Point. Today we are going to discuss about the current affairs from 21st September to 30 September. I hope you see this video completely and till to the end. Let us start the discussion about the current affair. At first we discuss about the day and date. 21st September was observed as International Day of Peace by UN, United Nations. The United Nations General Assembly declared this as a day devoted to strengthening the ideal of peace through observing 24 hours of non-violence. The theme of this day is shaping peace together. Next, 21st September also observed World Alzheimer's Day. This is an international campaign aimed at raising awareness and challenge the common stigma that surround Alzheimer-related dementia. Next, 24th September was observed as World Maritime Day. The theme for this year is Sustainable Shaping for Sustainable Planet. 27th September was observed as a World Tourism Day. Tourism plays a unique role in providing opportunities outside of big cities and preserving cultural and natural heritage all around the world. The theme of this year is Tourism and Rural Development. 28th September was observed as a World Rabies Day. It is celebrated annually to raise awareness about the rabies prevention and to highlight progress in defeating this disease. It is also marked the death anniversary of Louis Pasteur, who developed the rabies vaccine. The theme of this day is End Rabies, Collaborate and Vaccinate. 29th September World Heart Day. It is aimed at drawing people's attention to heart illness and the range of associated health issues. On average, 17 million people die from heart-related illness in every year. 30th September is observed as an International Translation Day. It is an opportunity to pay tribute to the work of language professionals which play an important role in bringing nations together. Theme of this day is Finding the Word for a World in Crisis. MOU, Memorandum of Understanding, signed between Ayush Minister Sri Sripad Yasu Nayak and MOWCD, Minister of Women Child Development Srimati Smriti Zubin Irani ji, to control malnutrition. Ayush Secretary Vaidya Rajesh Kotecha and WCD Secretary Ram Mohan Mishra signed the MOU in the presence of Ministry of WCD, Women Child Development Smriti Irani. Next, Nasha Mukt Bharat Abhiyan operation in 272 districts. The action plan was launched on International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Trafficking. Next, Ghar Tak Fiber Scheme launched in Bihar. The project is to be implemented Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology under this scheme. The project will connect 45,945 villages in the state and enable digital revolution to reach the farthest corner of Bihar. Chief Minister of Bihar is Nitish Kumar. Ministry of State of Shipping launched the first direct cargo ferry services to Maldives. This is the first time that a direct cargo shipping line in connecting these two neighboring countries. These services was announced by External Affairs Minister Sri S. Jaishankar during his virtual meeting with Foreign Minister of Maldives, Shields. Government launched National Conservation Strategy for Indian One-Horned Rhinos. On World Rhinos Day, Sri Prakash Javadekar, who is the Ministry of Environment, has launched this strategy. The Union Ministry of State of Northeastern Region said that to be set up 21 neutrino observation in the country. This observatory will study only atmospheric nutrients. The Tata Institute of Fundamental Research is implementing this project. Cyanobacteria that causes the death of 330 Botswana elephants. Toxin in water produced by cyanobacteria kill the elephant. Mukhyamantri Kisan Kalyan Yojana to be launched in Madhya Pradesh. CM Sri Shivraj Singh Chauhan announced that 4,000 rupees will be transferred to the accounts of 1,75,000 farmers in 2 installments. Kritagya Hackathon Krishi Rakni Gyan was launched by ICMR under the National Agricultural Higher Education Project with an objective to promote farm mechanization. The CAG, Comptroller and Auditor General, report titled Construction of Toilets in School by CPSE, Central Public Sector Enterprises, was presented in Parliament. There was a gap in achieving this objective due to poor maintenance of toilets, poor water availability inside the toilet, etc. The present CAG is Girish Chandra Murmu. State Disaster Relief Fund issued by Prime Minister to help state. Sri Narendra Modi announced that the state has been accepted to allow them to use 50% of state disaster response fund to combat coronavirus. The Supreme Court had appointed Environment Pollution Authority on the problems of stubble burning. A bench headed by Justice Arun Mishra will also hear issue relating to pollution caused by stubble burning in neighboring countries. 46th Foundation Day of Central Pollution Control Board CPCB. The CPCB collect the real-time data on pollution which act as a key policy input to improve the air quality index. Plastic park to be set up in the country under the Plastic Park scheme. The Ministry of Chemical and Fertilizer, Sri Sadanand Gowda, has approved setting up of 10 plastic parks in the country. These states are MP, Madhya Pradesh, Assam, Odisha, Tamil Nadu, Jharkhand, Uttarakhand and Chhattisgarh. U-Raise portal launched in UP. This portal has been launched by UP government to help students finding job. The U-Raise reimagined innovation for student portal will be giving career counseling assistance to students. Saubhagya scheme has completed 3 years. प्रधानमंत्री सहज बिजली हर घर योजना सौभाग्य has completed 3 years. PM launched it on 2017 to ensure electrification of all willing household in a country. Cybersecurity Vision Framework for Urban Corporation Bank released. RBI has released the framework under the title Technology Vision for Cyber Security for Urban Cooperative Banks. 670 new electric buses and 241 charging stations launched under the FAME scheme, faster adoption and manufacturing of electric vehicles. This scheme was launched on April 1st, 2015. It has sanctioned 670 buses for Maharashtra, Goa, Gujarat, Chandigarh and 241 charging stations in MP, Madhya Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Gujarat and Port Blair under the FAME scheme. CBDT, Central Board of Direct Tax, has launched faceless income tax appeals. CBDT said that there will be no physical interference between taxpayer or the council and the income tax department. RBI, Reserve Bank of India, has introduced a positive pay system for check payments. In order to check banking fraud, RBI decided this system under which reconfirmation of key details may be needed for payment beyond 50,000. ADB, Asian Development Bank, approved $300 million loan to develop Rajasthan secondary town. ADB approved this loan to finance inclusive water supply and sanitation infrastructure and services in secondary town of Rajasthan. IQAI, Institute of Cost and Works Accounts of India, a virtual platform launched in Kashmir. It is a platform which allows Kashmir Pandit to come together and engage in professional and social networking. It also provides a way to stay in touch with the culture. Sandalwood spike disease threatening sandalwood forest in India. It is a disease which is caused by Phytoplasma infected state are Kerala, Karnataka including Hill. Health in India report released. This report released by Ministry of Statistics and Program Implementation Indrajit Singh together basic quantitative information on India's health sector. A first of its kind museum on Ganga Avlokan to be inaugurated. The PM will dedicate this museum to nation located at the Chandighat. Harijan Sevak Sangh celebrates its foundation day. It is a non-profit organization founded by Gandhiji in 1932 in order to eradicate untouchability. India test-fired the BrahMos missile with the indigenous booster. BrahMos is a surface-to-surface cruise missile with an indigenous booster. It was successfully flight tested from the integrated test range at Baleswara in Odisha. NITI, National Institute for Transforming India, NITI Aayog, and Netherlands signed SOI, Statement of Intent, on decarbonization and energy transition agenda. It will accommodating cleaner and more energy. NITI Aayog CEO Amitabh Kant and Ambassador of Netherlands to India, MVD Borg, signed this statement of intent. Google India launched Make Small Strong campaign to help small local business vegetable vendors who have suffered massive loss during the lockdown. Let us start the discussion about the international news. India Australia 2-day naval exercise in Indian Ocean. The name of this exercise is PASEX. The exercise aimed at enhancing interoperability, improving understanding to each other. Around the 380 whales have died in mass stranding in southern Australia. It is the largest mass stranding ever recorded in the country. Finance Minister Srimati Nirmala Sitharaman allowed 5 states to raise financial resources through open market browsing. These 5 states are Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Goa, Karnataka and Tripura. Ministerial Roundtable Dialogue on Biodiversity held in China. The dialogue was conducted virtually because of pandemic COVID-19. The topic for the dialogue is biodiversity beyond 2020, building a shared future for all life on earth. Vodafone won takes case against India at International Arbitration Tribunal. It is end of one of the most high profile dispute in country involving a $2 billion tax claim. India and Japan Maritime Bilateral Exercise, that is JIMEX 2020 commenced. This exercise is being held in Northern Arabian Sea. World Bank approved $200 million loan for safe water and sanitation in Bangladesh. It will help 6 lakh people to have access to clean water through piped water scheme in rural areas. India and Denmark Green Strategic Partnership that will give the country a special place in delivering sustainable solution to India. India and Sri Lanka virtually bilateral summit. India will provide $400 million currency facility to Sri Lanka Central Bank to tackle COVID-19. ICMR Indian Council of Medical Research warned of another virus from China, CatQ virus. The CatQ virus found in pigs and Culex mosquito. ICAR and NBFGR reported that fish pond banking technology in undergoing field level validation. National Bureau of Fish Genetic Resources. Currently, it is in experimenting stage. Government of India has planned to set target to generate 175 gigawatt of renewable energy. The Union Ministry of Science and Technology, Dr. Harshavardhan, said that in Rajya Sabha, Indian Tsunami Early Warning Center is working under OSMART scheme. The center is currently serving 25 Indian Ocean countries. DRDO, Defense Research Development Organization, conducted a successful flight test of Avyas. It is a high-speed expandable aerial target from IIR Baleshwar in Odisha. Prototype first breeder reactor 2 commissioned in 2022 at the Madras Atomic Power Station at Kalpakkam in Tamil Nadu. India successfully fire tested Prithvi 2 missile. The trial of the missile has a strike range of 350 km. Let us start the discussion about the defense. Women officers will join the helicopter stream of Indian Navy. These officers are Kumudini Tyagi and Riti Singh. The aviation company Airbus launched world's first commercial hydrogen aircraft by 2035. DRDO, Defense Research Development Organization, test-fired the laser-guided anti-tank missile in Maharashtra's Ahmednagar. The CAG, Comptroller and Auditor General, submitted its report on Defense Minister to both the House of Parliament. DRDO, Defense Research Development Organization, commenced production of Pinaka missile. Pinaka is a multiple rocket launchers produced in India and developed by DRDO. Defense Minister Sri Rajnath Singh unveils Defense Acquisition Procedure 2020. Let us start the discussion about the bill and amendment. 3 bill introduced in Lok Sabha for bringing reform in labor sector. Foreign Contribution Regulation Amendment Bill 2020 introduced in Lok Sabha. The Act regulates the acceptance and utilization of foreign contribution by individuals, companies. The Parliament has passed the IIT Bill, Indian Institute of Information Technology Bill, by giving national importance tag to 5 new institutes, that is Surat, Bhopal, Bhagalpur, Agartala and Raichur. Provision of taxation and other laws bill passed in Parliament to provide compilation relief to taxpayers in this COVID-19 pandemic. Major Port Authorities Bill 2020 was passed in Lok Sabha. This bill seeks to provide for regulation, operation and planning of major ports in India. Next, awards. Kerala Tourism Human by Nature campaign won PATA, Pacific Asia Travel Association, for marketing Grand Award. Next, others or miscellaneous. 113th birth anniversary of Bhagat Singh, PM Modi tribute to the leader and freedom fighter of India. Thank you for your watching this video. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, then press like button, share your friends and subscribe our channel. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like the video. And don't forget to subscribe.